Collective gang, gang, gang. What it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message for my beautiful collective. We are jumping right in, you guys, okay? Somebody is hot on your ass, baby, okay? I see a future together. I truly appreciate you guys for being here, of course. It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message. It's going to be for my collective, of course. Every zodiac sign. Come on. Come on. Just don't force anything to fit. These messages are, in fact, general, okay? Take what resonates, leave the rest. Holy angels and spirit guys, please give us exactly what it is that we need to know. Listen, I know that y'all got good credit and y'all don't need my cosign, but I like this energy thus far. I really do. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling this. And I'm really interested to see how many of you actually resonate with this. It could be kind of particular, this one, okay? This feels like new and or current. This is either someone who you are currently dealing with or someone that you're getting ready to start dealing with. And I do mean very soon. This person is hot on your ass, baby. I heard a song. They wanted me to use the Naughty Oracle. Okay, so this person is extremely passionate about you and this connection. Another channeled message or an intuitive nudge that I was getting was yawning. I was completely fine before I came into the reading. And then I started yawning out of nowhere, right? So I feel like the both of you may have come to a impasse in your lives where you have dealt with multiple connections that you were just tired of, right? Like certain energies that you kept kind of attracting, but this is something completely different. Yeah, I heard good and motherfucking tired. You're both tired, but they're wanting me to focus more so on this person so you can gauge exactly what it is and who it is that you're dealing with here. They're very serious about you. This is going to be someone who's really serious very early on. Even if you haven't met them yet, this is going to get a lot more serious, a lot quicker than you suspect, okay? Please like the video, y'all. Shoot me a little comment down below. Please show the Virgos, our Virgo gang, baby. Show them some love. Happy birthday, Virgos. Let us know what you're doing for your birthdays. And if you haven't already made it official, please click that subscribe button, guys. We would love to have you join the gang. I see a future together. This could also be somebody who is worried, not worried, but they're like kind of wanting to know where you're at with things. They might feel a little bit self-conscious about their feelings developing for you quite sooner than, because you're not easy to read. That's the thing. They don't know if you like them as much as they like you. And they don't want to move too fast. Like they don't want to F it up. They don't want to mess it up. The channel song, I don't know who sings this song. I'm sure some of you do, so just put it down in the comments. I put a spell on you. I put a spell on you because you're mine. Okay. So there's some levels of, I won't call it possessiveness, but claiming you very early on, even before there's a title. I'm really interested to know, especially for those of you who are already dealing with this person, if you have fallen as well, because this is somebody who's falling for you rapidly, okay? They almost feel like you have placed a spell on them. That's how I'm hearing that song. Okay, they feel mesmerized, right? Like their eyes are wound up. You might have this person doing things that they never do. Okay. This person could have been a player in their former life. I'm not going to lie, right? Like I'm getting player or playette vibes. They're ready to settle down. Like, yeah. Oh, okay. Is that a Jamie Foxx song? I guess Jamie Foxx and Chris Brown. You changed me? Because you changed me, baby. Oh my gosh. This person is, listen, look. They've never been ready for this shit ever in their life, or they maybe thought that they never would be ready. This person, I feel like they've never been in love, you guys. I'm going to be honest with you. They're wondering if this is what it feels like. Okay, tell me what it's like to be in love. Is that Jagged Edge? There's a lot of love songs coming up, you guys, okay? Ooh, we have Longing. That came out Crossing. I feel like this person, they're not the type who, they're not like a commitment phobe. They're not. And they're also not the type that like runs away from their emotions. They're not emotionally immature or emotionally unavailable. None of that. They just have never met someone that brought that out in them. They thought that they would just be a player forever. Okay. They just thought that maybe that's how they would retire out this thing. You know, they never suspected that they would meet someone who checked all of the boxes, or this could also be someone who like doesn't want to change. Okay, wait. They don't want to change who they are internally, right? Like they don't want to change who they are at their core for love. And a specific example would be like, they wanted to be with someone who enjoys the same things as them, right? Who has the same goals as them, who has the same morals as them, who wants the same things as them out of life. They wanted it to be like easy. They didn't want to, not easy, but they didn't want it to feel like they were trying to fit a motherfucking square in a circle type thing. Right? Like they didn't want it to feel forced. And perhaps they've always ran into people where it did feel forced. They have been longing for this connection, this chemistry. You could be like one of their first soulmates that they have encountered in this lifetime. I'm not saying that they're scared, but they are a little bit nervous about like what you bring out in them. And I don't even get that you realize how nervous this person is around you. They might fidget a lot. They might sweat. Okay, like fidget with their fingers, sweat. I also get them not being able to like look into your eyes for a long time. Like you really have captured them. So they're like, what kind of spells is Empress's Collective over there doing, right? Like what type of shit you got me on? I almost even get like their friends can kind of see a difference in them as well. Like turning down friends' outings, hoping that you're available sort of thing. Yeah, okay, I almost get that this is somebody who didn't mind, like, spending the night. Okay, listen, we grown, we adults. I don't get them being toxic. I feel like this is the type of person who would date multiple people, but it was like, it is what it is. Everybody knows where they reside. I'm not lying. Ain't nobody lying. I'm putting all the cards out there on the table and you get to choose sort of thing. But deep down inside, they have been wanting something more long-term, something more solid, more concrete, more, something with more depth, right? Yeah, it's like you know, sex and the physical is one thing, but connection is something that they've been longing for. And I think that this is somebody who thought that it might not have been in the cards for them. Yeah, look, we have let's play. It's a lot of playing, you know. Nothing really serious, but they do want something serious. We have I can't stop thinking about you. That came out in the reverse, right? So I get that this person is going to be holding on a lot to how rapid they feel this attachment growing to you, okay? They also want to know if there are other people that you're dating, right? They find you extremely attractive, extremely sexy. They're wanting to know if you have like other people. Like you have to, in their mind, you must have others, right? Who are also vying for your time. And it's like, even if the two of you have a conversation and you're like, I'm single, like I'm not seeing anyone else, or you're not making it necessarily clear, but you're like, it kind of appears that they might be the only one, they don't believe it. Not that they think you're a liar, but it's just like, yeah, there's no way. There's no way that this girl doesn't have other dudes in her DMs. There's no way that this guy doesn't have other women, or there's no way that this person doesn't have other people. Whatever you're attracted to, there's no way that you don't have other people that feel the same way that I feel, right? Because you're constantly on my mind. I almost get this person having to force themselves. Having to force you out of their mind is how I'm seeing this in the reverse. Ooh. Oh, is that it's heaven? It's a lot of slow jams, y'all. Lots of R&B, so that could be significant. Not necessarily this person might be into that type of music, or you. It's a Tevin Campbell song. I'm ready. You know I'm ready to love you forever. Oh, shit. Whoa. There's also something about, like, either what you do for a living or just who you are as a person. Like, they can't wait to introduce you to their friend group, to their family. They don't want to move too fast, right? That's why I feel like they hold back a little bit. And hopefully that doesn't, like, strike something in you that feels like a red flag. Because I feel this person is, like, forcing themselves not to come on too strong, which at times might come off as disingenuous. That's just something to put out there, right? Where you might be like, well, you might like see some things in them, or, you know, arch a brow or two to some of their behavior, or like something that they say. You might catch on. You're really smart, right? Like really analytical and vigilant. It's just them trying to pace themselves, okay? Trying to temper themselves. Okay, even if you met yesterday, they want you to meet their mama tonight. Like, yeah, that's what they're on. They're not going to say it, but that's what they want, right? Like, and it will feel as if it's show and tell out this motherfucker, right? the way that you speak, the way you handle yourself. I get you're also quite different than any other person that they've ever brought around. In the best way. They want to show you off. Yeah, you're learning them something about love, right? And commitment, that it is possible. Okay? There's a closeness that this person feels energetically, but they also want to be close to you. Lots of PDA this one wants to have with you. Okay, let's dig a little bit deeper. I'm ready to love you forever. Ooh, we have dates. That's in the reverse. Yeah, they want to know if you're dating other people. They do. They do. They do. And I almost get this being like, they just want it to be confirmed. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. They don't care. They don't care if there are other players on the field. They're like, let's play. Let's go. Let's go. Right? Like, they're ready to do whatever they have to do to win. They're in it to win it. But they are also hoping that, you know, after a few times that the two of you hang out, that you're feeling what they're feeling, which is, yeah, they could go on multiple dates too, but they don't want to, right? Like, their palate only longs for you. Okay, I'm going to say this, and I don't want you to get insulted. I think that this attraction for you is catching this person by surprise. And I do think that they recognize that you are a lot different than the type of people that they normally date, right? With dates in the reverse, like, there's something that was different off rip, but I almost get this person thinking that it would have been a palate cleanser. Not the only thing that satiates their palate. Not the only thing that satisfies, is what I should say. Not the only thing that satisfies the palate. They thought it was just like a little palate cleanser. So this is definitely hitting this person like left field. Lots of also like game terminology. So they definitely think that there are other players on the field, whether you tell them or not. They may also notice that when the two of you go out, like go on dates and stuff, that people flirt with you, or that the waiter looks at you or the waitress looks at you in a certain way. You might have a bit of a flirtatious personality type, not even being rude or nothing, right? Like, respectfully, that's just who you are. You're just being nice, but people can often mistake it as flirting or flirty behavior, right? It's not a problem for this person. They don't really give a damn. They're really looking at the other person. Okay. They want you to do your thing. Don't change anything about yourself, right? Like, in this person's eyes, you're checking all the boxes. This has never happened to them before. So it is definitely hitting them by surprise that the palate cleanser is now the only course that they want. They can eat this every day of their motherfucking life. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Captured their heart without even trying. They want to show you off. And they want to claim you, okay, you guys? It's somebody who's, it's like they're trying to temper themselves and have self-control as much as possible. But this is somebody who feels like if they leave you on the market too long, they're going to miss out, right? Like, they're going to lose out. That's also something that's striking them about themselves by surprise, because they normally do not care. This is why it couldn't work with the rest. This is how they're feeling about you. So epiphanies and wake-up calls about love, like I just said, right? Like, there's definitely a learning curve that this person is navigating. And it doesn't matter what they do, even if they put that I'm always thinking about you, I can't stop thinking about you in the reverse, it's undeniable. It fails epically every time. So I get this person like kind of burying themselves in work sort of thing. I hope that doesn't come off, like I said, as a red flag though, because I almost get this person like being consistent and then thinking, damn, am I coming on too strong? Like, am I texting too much, too often? Maybe I should, like, you know, just breathe, let them breathe a little bit. Which, because you are so like I said, vigilant, almost hyper vigilant, okay, and discerning, and you pay close attention to all of the small, little, minute details, those slight changes you would notice. And hopefully not read into it the wrong way. It's almost like they don't want to scare you off. They're scaring themselves and worried that if they let it all just flow, that they would scare you off, right? I know what you deserve. So these are just all new thoughts for this person. I'm not going to lie. I feel like the type of person that they were, because you have changed them, right? Or I should say, meeting you has changed them, because you haven't done anything. You're just being yourself. This encounter is what's really transforming and changing them from the inside out. They held on so dearly to who they thought they were and who they thought they was going to be, right? Like the perpetual bachelorette and the perpetual bachelor, right? Forever a player, forever a playette, right? Like always having a starting lineup, a slew of bitches, you know, on a Monday, Mr. and Mrs. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? Oh, you rest on Sunday. Got it, right? Like that sort of thing. That's just what they thought it was. And I feel like upon meeting you, okay, however the two of you meet, that first exchange was a sort of, what the hell, you know, let's go for it. They automatically saw your value. Yes. Did they think it would change them? Nope. Not a chance in hee-haw hell. They never saw this coming. Okay? And I definitely remember mentioning that this is somebody who's potentially never been in love. And here we have them asking the question, so they may be getting advice. Okay, from trusted confidants. We have motives in the reverse, right? This is also somebody who's recognizing within themselves that they don't have like any, it's like they're not looking out for self. They weren't toxic in the past because they were honest with everyone. But I do get that there were a lot of people that were kind of waiting for them to be done playing. They never saw themselves being done. They were always ready to play. They were always ready to do what they needed to do or to, you know, satisfy certain urges. Okay. And just fill in the blanks where they could. But there was never any fulfillment. There was never any contentment. And there was never any depth. They were okay with that. At least they thought they were. And I almost get this person like just settled for that. Because with longing, it's like this is something that they have wanted. They just thought it didn't exist. They may have dealt with a lot of people who were quite shallow, or a lot of people who just did not have a whole lot of depth to them as well, right? There's something specific about you. Did they think that they were going to be falling for you? Nope. No. No. Look. Look. You got it bad. Hang up and you call right back. You may stay on the phone to the wee hours of the night. I do get mutual energy here, you guys. I feel like you're going to be feeling this person just as much as you, but I don't think that you get how much they're jonesing over you, okay? Because they're hiding it well. They are. For the time being. I don't know how long they're going to be able to pull this off, or how long they're going to be able to temper themselves in this way. So you're just going to make me fall in love like this. They're not saying like you stole their heart, but they do feel taken. They feel taken aback. Okay? So things that they would have never done, they're wanting to do now. And I feel like they actually like this new version of themselves. They're excited, okay? But there's still this questioning, you guys. You're not easy to read. I feel like they've always been, they've always dealt with people who are really upfront about trying to lock them down, lock them in, right? People trying to hook them up. People asking, what are we, right? Like people wanting to really move in to have like forward movement in the direction of union and being together and partnership. And because it was not aligned, they don't just do shit just to be doing shit, right? But now they're the ones in that position And I'm not saying that you don't want this or you don't like them as much. You're just not easy to read, and they are used to being able to read people like a book. So that does make them nervous. I also get that this person never really had to, it's not that they never had to work for things, right? Like, but your standards are really high. Your expectations, rightfully so. The only difference is in the past, they would not have cared, right? Like, it's get down or lay down, right? Like, it's, I'm linking up with people who can satisfy what I got going on, right? Fill in the blank where you can, sort of thing, like I said. But with you, they're trying to get on your program, right? Like they want to impress you. They have never been in the position to want to impress. They also have never been in a position to have to work for certain things. I'm not going to lie, right? Like, that's just how it's being said. Whether it be the physical, whether it be your time, whether it be your energy, right? Like, whether it be answers, right? It could just be like certain conversations. Like, there are multiple things. This person hasn't really had to put in effort, but they absolutely have to put in effort with you. But the thing that's really taking them aback is that they want to. They want to. You got that whip appeal? Oh, okay. Yeah, they're talking about you. So I get that this person is talking about you way before you ever meet anyone. By the time you meet their family and their friends, they would have heard so much about you, and you're going to hear that often. Oh, I heard so much about you. So nice to meet you, Empress Collective. Wow. Here's the person of the hour. Here's Mesmeralda. We've been here before. Their first soulmate, guys. Friendship is in the reverse. Did I not just go through that whole spiel? This is what it is. They haven't really had to earn it. Not only do they have to earn it, they want to. Okay? Look. Listen, I'm not tooting your horn. This is all of this person's words. These are their feelings. This is their whole thing, guys. I could never find another you. So this level of connection, regardless of the transformative changes that it's making within this person, they are recognizing that it's a once in a lifetime, right? Sort of ordeal here. Now, here's what I will say. I'm not saying that this is like a warning. It's not. You don't have anything to worry about, but it is important to note that this person may have had a lot of people hanging, okay? Like, thinking that they were going to be the choice once this person got done playing. Once this person got a little older, a little more mature, right? Like, I get multiple people, right? Kind of waiting on the sidelines. There are going to be some really angry ducks, okay? Angry birds at the announcement if you decide to choose this person, because the ball is forever in your court. This person knows what they want, you guys. And they're going to work for it. They are. They're going to sweep you off your motherfucking feet. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Look, we have unrequited love. Yeah, these are people that they would have never chosen, though. But I do get some people holding on to this person's energy and almost feeling, like I said, salty, bitter, because they thought it would have been them. Whenever this person settled down, they thought it would have been them. Listen, don't focus too much of your attention on that. They don't matter, right? Like, they are definitely non-factors, but just to let you know, right, that they were hanging in the balance. This person has always known what they want, right? They just didn't know that it was coming in this soon. They thought it was never coming, really. This person thought that maybe in this lifetime they were just meant to be single, okay? Meant to just kind of lay and play. Especially if, like, the two of you are, like, posting your dates and stuff. They have, like, people who follow them. Now, again, these are all people who were told what it was. Okay, so like I said, there's nothing to worry about, but there's a reason why I'm supposed to be saying this, right? These are people who are going to be on the outside looking in at this person treating you much differently than what they've ever gotten. Their first soulmate. Their first real relationship, if I'm honest, guys, okay? Yeah, we have expressed your love. So this person, like I said, they're not used to this energy from themselves, but they quite like it. They like the new changes. They like what you bring out in them. Lots of romantic gestures from this person. They're going to be extremely romantic. This is a hopeless romantic. This is a side of them that's coming out, though. It's never been shown before. We have getting to know each other. Yeah, this is like a learning curve for this person. The idea that this is something that they actually enjoy, something that they want, something that they wish they would have had a long time ago, but they're so happy that they have it now, right? Bottom of the deck, we have engagement. Let's see. Shit is moving faster than a motherfucker, okay? Faster than a FedEx package, bitch. This shit is on, it is express shipped. The two of you are in the express lane. I need you to understand that, okay? Even though it's new. Express lane-ya. Let's hop over to the extended, okay? I'm going to dig in. I am. Everything seems great. Everything seems good. I've co-signed, even though y'all got good credit. Wow, I love this. I do. It feels wonderful. But we're going to make sure there's no stones left unturned, okay? I definitely want to know if there's actually enough for the two of you to build something solid, something long-lasting, and something that will be beneficial for you both, right? Something that is requited, something that is reciprocal and aligned. Okay, are you actually equally yoked? It's one thing to want something and have all the feels, but can it work in a tangible way? Okay, we will see, is there attraction on all levels? Let's see what their purest intentions are for you in this connection, which we can kind of already see, but I'll double check. All right, I want to know, once they are committed, how do they behave? All right, what do they believe their role is in a relationship? Who are they within relationships? Does that change, right? Like, does all of this change once the commitment has happened? We know that they have a bit of a past. Is there a potential danger for regression back into that, right? Is this just a new shiny toy or new shiny thing, this new way, or is this permanence? That's also going to be really important. Let's see what the chemistry is like between the two of you in and out of the boudoir, because I'm nosy. We'll see why this person is actually single. Okay, according to the divine. All right, we heard what they had to say. Let's see what spirit has to say about it. We will look to see if there are any like things that you should keep your eye on, be aware of. Okay, things that you should know that we haven't unpacked as of yet. Could be a deal breaker or not, just to inform you. Okay, any warnings to be aware of prior to making a decision so that you can protect yourself with forward movement. And we'll see how far this is going, okay? The probability for union and longevity. All right. I also want to see what your subconscious blocks are that could potentially be prolonging you from moving into a new cycle. Whether it's with this new person or not, you're supposed to be going towards new. So let's see what might be slowing that down and what you need to do to release it or to remove it, okay? Get forward movement towards your next cycle. We'll pull advice and we'll pull time frames. We're going to pull time frames for those of you who have not yet met this person. When will you potentially meet them? For those of you who have met this person, when can you expect that express shipment? Okay, the next level of commitment, and we'll also pull a time frame on when your next long-term committed relationship will be. Okay, I'm going to throw in an Ask the Universe reading. And I'm going to give you the floor to ask a few questions of your own, but I'll have more instructions for that over in the extended. So without further ado, click the like button, subscribe button, notification bell. I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box. I know I'm going to see y'all over there, so let's go.